this time, I would like to share with you the names of our veterans we're honoring tonight. Ron Peterson, United States Air Force. Adam Falkenberg, United States Army. David Fairfield Jr., United States Navy. Fred Neff, United States Army. Ed Lambert, United States Coast Guard. Archie Branton, United States Air Force. Paul Peterson, United States Marine Corps. Adam Whitling, United States Army. Ace Decker, United States Army. Lauren Martzell, United States Navy Seabees. Earl Dennis Lang, United States Navy. Dale Rogers, United States Air Force. Sean Preston, United States Marine Corps. David L. Marshall Sr., Merchant Marine, deceased. Kenneth Maddox, United States Army. Danielle Downing, United States Army. Robert Griffith, United States Air Force. Marvin Hall, United States Air Force. Cody Hall, Civil Air Patrol. Jaden Rossi, Civil Air Patrol. Daniel Dunleavy, United States Navy. Ted Bear, United States Navy. Jason Reese, coach for Mercer High School, United States Army. Jalen Custer, United States Army. James Jarraway, United States Army. Sean Preston, United States Marine Corps. Albert Chambers, United States Marine Corps. Blaine Lee, Civil Air Patrol. Lauren Martzell Sr., United States Navy. Bill Cummings, United States Army. Brandon Humes, United States Air Force. Robert Preston, United States Marine Corps. Louis Petz, United States Navy. Dwayne Gray, United States Air Force. Ed McClay, United States Army. Norm M. Sadikis, United States Army. Dennis Roberts, United States Army. Therm Kantz, United States Air Force. Phil Schmidt, United States Navy. Ron Peterson, United States Air Force. Doug Halsey, United States Marine Corps. Dale Rogers, United States Air Force. Richard A. Smith, United States Air Force. Oh, screwed that up. Mike McClure, United States Navy. Jim Walter, United States Army. Mark Sample, United States Marine Corps. We have one last hero we would like to recognize tonight and welcome home. This young lady has spent the last 11 weeks at Army National Guard basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Natana McDivitt graduated this past Wednesday with the rank of Private PV2. She's a senior this year here at Cochran and was supposed to miss her first football game as a cheerleader, but made it back. So let's welcome her home. Thank you.
Fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings up on their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 when the Green Beret trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat, hand to hand, men who fight by night and day, courage take from the Green Beret. Silver wings up on their chest. These are men.
It's now time for high school football on Cool 101.7 and Cool 1017online.com tonight, as we have the second game of the 2018 season as the Cochran Cardinals take on the Mustangs of Mercer. Brought to you in part by Patterson's Auto Wrecking, Bush Insurance in Cambridge Springs, the Mercer County State Bank, your home loan specialist, Cannon's Shop House, Route 19, Meadville, Armstrong, your best choice for television, internet, and telephone, Namath Auto Clinic, Cochran, Lakeview Ford, Conneaut Lake, Flex TV and Appliance, Route 19, Meadville, Westbury United Methodist Retirement Community, Meadville, McCullough's Coins and Jewelry, Cochran, KSC of Meadville, and by the Area Shopper. Good evening, everybody. Chuck Stop, Gary Patton. American Hero Night down here at Cochran, as they are honoring the military. They're honoring the firefighters and emergency personnel down here tonight. Right now, as we come on the air, personnel, cheerleaders, veterans, a huge flag they are carrying out on the field right now, and they have reached the midfield down here at Cochran High School, Gary.
Well, I tell you what, what an honor to see this. It is the hometown heroes right here from Cochran and vicinity down there on the field. A lot of them. It's great to see, and it's something they started here, and they want to continue it on for a long time to come, Chuck.
Well, right now they're going to unfold this flag, and if you are familiar with the big flag that they fly at Channel Lock, somebody told me this is the size. And I think that's something like 60 feet or something bigger. Oh, let's see where it goes from the 40-yard line to the 40-yard line. So that's in yards, not feet.
Yeah. You got 20 yards.
So that's 60 feet.
There's 60 feet right there as they spread it out. What a sight to behold down here in Cochran here. Season opener, the home opener here. All the former military ladies and gentlemen that are out there.
Nice crowd in here tonight as they honored the veterans and the emergency personnel earlier this evening. And now they're waving it. What a beautiful sight, Big Air.
Oh, absolutely. Big round of applause from both sides, people on their feet.
And it's a nice thing by the community down here at Cochran High School to do something like this, Gary.
Oh, I agree 100%. This is totally awesome. What a beautiful sight. Just breathtaking to watch it. Almost speechless here up in the press box, along with Armstrong Cable tonight. Once again, the season opener down there. Cochran and Mercer Mustangs are in town. Both teams looking to kind of turn their previous season around.
Yes, they are, as they'll try to regroup. We know about Cochran, what happened to them last year. Really a big blow to them, third game into the season. We were down here when it happened. Cole Bernarding lost for the season with his injury.
That's good to see him back out there and warming up there earlier when I was down in the end zone, putting up the banner net. I seen him down there and a lot of the other players from the past. It's good to see them all. Good spirits, Chuck. Brand new season, kind of a start over thing here. You put that behind you, water under the bridge.
Yeah, absolutely. And then in that same game, Curtis Farmworth come in from the running back position. Guess what? He got injured too.
Yeah, two big players were out in one game.
Fortunately for the Cardinals, he was able to come back. They went to their third string quarterback, and that was Garrett Long. And he come in, and they continued throughout the ball game. But a tough blow for the Cardinals, but they held those players back. This year, I expect this to be a pretty good team, Gary.
Oh, absolutely. And, all players are 100% right now, and you want to stay that way as, once again, the kick off the season here on a Saturday night. It's our pleasure to be down here. Of course, once again, hometown heroes night here in Cochran.
And once again, also, it is the second year for Joel Murray. Last year, just winning 2 of his 8 contests as he went 2-8 over the campaign.
Well, I said in Mercer Mustangs, they struggled last year also. A rough year for them. And once again, you put it behind you, water under the bridge, pick up the pieces, move on. That, I'm sure Coach Joe will.
Well, for the Cochran Cardinals after tonight, they'll be at Maplewood. That's a tough one. Boy, Maplewood made it look easy last night over Lakeview in a blowout.
Well, I tell you what, once again, Maplewood, unpredictable. You never know what they have up there, and I tell you what, it could be another good year for them.
And then they'll be on the road to Titusville before they return home to take on the Union City Bears. The Cardinals bring back running back Curtis Farmworth, who could go over 4,000 career yards this season. He ran for 1,131 yards and 12 scores last season and played some quarterback, as we told you, with Cole Bernarding getting hurt after 2 games. Farmworth threw for 214 yards, so he'll be the senior leader along with Bernarding this year, and also inside linebacker on defense. Bernarding returns after missing most of last season due to that injury. He threw for just 144 yards in the 2 games he was in, 1 touchdown before going down to the injury. Garrett Law and John Gallo, returning running backs, will Nick Slauson and Avery Lins are back at wide receiver. Dylan Neff, Justin Adams, Jera Holstetler, and Dylan Maynard are all back at the offensive and the defensive line. So a lot of players have returned here for the Cochran Cardinals.
Chuck, you got to wonder what would have happened if they all would have stayed healthy last year. Big if. You wonder, hey, what would the turnout would have been then? But didn't happen, so once again, you just put it behind you, move on. New season right now tonight. Second of our season openers here, a double header, so to speak. Of course, last night we were in Lionsville watching that game, and it's a thriller that way. I mean, up to halftime, it was tied at 14, but I tell you what, Oil City Oilers kind of turned it on there. A few turnovers there by the Conneaut Eagles, and a big win for Oil City once again last night in our season opener, 46-27.
Yeah, and in that ball game, it was Conneaut falling behind 14-0, tied it at 14. Then was down 20-14. Come back, take a 21-20 lead, but that didn't last for long. The ensuing drive for the other ball club, they was able to get the victory. Of course, that was Oil City. Took the lead in that ball game. Conneaut looked like they were going to score, maybe tie it, maybe take the lead. They fumbled on the 1-yard line.
What a heartbreaker.
Oil City then marched 99 yards to score on the big bust away by Petco.
Yeah, what if? There you go. What if we wouldn't have fumbled? What if there wouldn't have been a turn on one line? Well, I tell you what, that was a tough one right there. Of course, Oil City took advantage of that. They had a couple of great running backs last night, performed quite well in their season opener, I must say.
Well, there's no doubt about that. As it was also Christian Cole. He was the main plug for that ball club.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you what, of course, he had a good, I have to say, a great offensive line, really. I tell you what, they really performed well last night. Some big guys down there created huge holes. Both running backs performed well. Of course, you're right on Cole, and he did a phenomenal job.
All right, we're going to take our first break here in the pregame show as we get ready for high school football tonight. It's a beautiful night. It's warmer than it was last night. Sun is, well, yeah, the sun is out here.
There.
Not as bright as you might expect, but it's still out there. But so far, and let's hope it does, that the rain stays north. I know that over in northern Ohio, they were getting a lot along the lake shore and maybe into the Erie area. But right down here, it is warm. It is dry.
Well, I tell you what, it is nice down here. It did rain back home. Of course, I live up there on Lake Erie, and we did get the rain today, and I will vouch for that.
Okay.
We'll leave it up there.
We'll take this time out, and we'll be right back on Cool 101.7. Chuck Scott, we welcome you right back along with Gary Patton as we get ready to go for football action tonight. Should be underway. I see they're running the clock down. We got about 3:40 before we get ready to go. But we should be having the meeting of the captains and the officials at midfield pretty soon, Gary.
Well, yeah, I thought they were going to head out there, but they are apparently keeping an eye on the clock as it winds down. The captains are getting ready to go out for Cochran. You got 4 of them there. Bernardine. Curtis.
Farmouth.
Let's see.
Yeah, and I see a couple of the
Justin
officials out to
Adams.
midfield.
Dylan Nift. There we go. There's the 4 right there. And here come 3 from the Mustangs.
Over here for the Cardinals going out, Cole Bernarding, Curtis Farmouth, along with 78, Dylan Neff, and number 71, Justin Adams. For the Mustangs, looks like number 14 is out there.
That's correct.
Dylan Hendrick.
Number 4.
Okay, that will be Andrew Wino.
And number 50.
And number 50, and that's Nathan Mitchell. Those are the captains for the respective teams, and we'll be ready to roll here very shortly on Cool 101.7. Cochran and Mercer. Next week on Cool 101.7, a big game Friday night. It's a rivalry. Second week of the season. Meadville plays at Conneaut, Gary.
It's a huge rivalry. We talked about it last night. Kind of your backyard rivalry. I tell you what, just a huge, huge game every year. And this year, no exception. Both teams coming off a loss. Of course, the Meadville Bulldogs lost to Mercer's Prep last night. And, of course, in our season opener, Conneaut Eagles lost.
All right. Add the flip of the coin.
Looks like the Mustangs will be kicking off.
Okay, here we go. We're just about ready for football on WMVL, Lionsville, Meadville. Some of the scores of interest last night: Maplewood 56, Lakeview 7.
Ouch.
Girard beat at Cambridge Springs 10-6. West Middlesex over Eisenhower 27-2. Reynolds 44, Union City 28. Sagertown lost to Titusville 35-6. Greenville, as we told you, lost to Northwestern 19-12. And Conneaut, of course, the game we heard here on Cool, they were losers 46-27. Send it down to Stephen G. Are you there, Stephen? Well, he's not ready to check in yet, so we'll get ready to go.
There he is. He's ready. He's got
Is he
his
ready
arm
to go?
up.
Here we go.
Take it away, Stephen G.
Stephen.
Turn him up.
He is up.
Turn him on.
All right, there we go. All right, yes, gentlemen, we are ready for kickoff on a beautiful night. The weather kind of broke here. The sun is out. It's a beautiful temperature, and I know the guys talk about it being a week 0, but it's week 1+1 here today as Mercer is going to kick off to your Cochranton Cardinals.
All right, thank you, Stephen G. We'll be checking with him throughout the ball game. A low kick onto the ground, bobbled and picked back up. It's loose, and I think Cochranton retains in possession. And they will. Coming up with that football, Nick Slauson. Slauson, a senior, 5'9", 155 pounds. And so Cole Bernarding, injured last season after a couple games, back to the helm for the Cardinals, trying to get some offense rolling. Big back, of course, there is Curtis Frymouth in the backfield. As the Mustangs set up, 4-man front. Slauson split to the near side, slot man to the near side. They'll come out in the shotgun. Cole waits for the snap. Gets it. Goes back. Rolls out to his left. He's looking downfield. He unloads it, tipped away and almost picked, but incomplete. Number 55 there for Mercer. Hazelgasser almost picked that one off as he rolled out, did Bernarding, but couldn't get the ball out there and complete the pass. 2nd and 10.
Come right out throwing,
Pass
too.
is incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Okay, coming out for the Cardinals will be Linz. As Bernarding ran over and talked with his coach. Murray runs back in, gets the signal as they will go into the huddle. Last night, all-night Conant, they no-huddle offense. It is 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. Inside handoff this time, breaking some tackles. That was Frymouth, and he'll take the ball up over the 40 and out to about the 43-yard line.
And off to Curtis Frymouth. Looks
Say,
like
nice run. Look, I went off the center of the right guard right there. I tell you what, picked up about what? Good 8?
Yep, we'll give him a 3rd down and 2.
All right. Opening drive right here. Opening night, so to speak. Week number 1, as Stephen G said. Cool 101.7 FM here in Cochranton.
Bernarding brings him back up, goes back into that shotgun. Man in motion. They got it to him. Then the ball is taken up. They thought it was going to hand off.
QB keeper right there. Cole Bernarding with a Cochranton first down.
Nice fake shot right up the middle there. Had a nice gap right there. Picked up the 2 and a few more yards on top of that. Ball placed right in midfield. 1st and 10. Cochranton Cardinals here on opening drive.
All right. As they move from left to right. Ball sets right at midfield for Bernarding. Frymouth, slot to the left, back to pass again. Gonna look and unload. He got his man wide open. That's Gallo. And Gallo had the ball inside the 40 of Mercer and clear down about the 35, 36-yard line. What do you see so far, Stephen G?
Guys, early on here, what you see is very good play selection from Cochranton. The big back there, Frymouth. When you being down here on ground level, you get a good idea for the size of some of these guys. Frymouth thick now. He is not a little scat back, and giving the ball to him, that pounds on the defense as the game goes on. But so far, crisp, good play selection from these Cochranton Cardinals.
Okay, thank you, Stephen G. So it is a 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Bernarding in the shotgun. Back to his left. Man in motion. And the motion man's going to get it. Going from left to right. Stutter stepping down the far sideline. 30. Maybe the 25-yard line. That's Garrett Long. And he'll have the ball down there. That's going to be another 1st down for the Cochran. 1st down.
Nice run. Good cutback, too. I tell you what, saw the gap. He took it.
And this has been a good sustained drive by the Cardinals, Gary.
Absolutely.
Mixing up, they run on the pass.
Yep, came right out and passed and run, pass, run. I tell you what, it's good.
Ball on the 27-yard line of Mercer. Once again, this time the quarterback got it, leans forward, a little trouble that time, may fall to the 25-yard line. That's Cole Bernardi.
A good pickup there by Taylor for Mercer. Tough yard right there or so. Brings up second down.
Ball rest at the 25-yard line. They've been mixing up here. They've been going up the middle. They've been sweeping. They've been passing. Good offense looking so far for the Cardinals. Jake Cummings,
there goes
backfield, and we had illegal procedure.
Looked like the left tackle moved, and he did.
So that'll cost the Cards 5 yards.
First one tonight. Boy, last night, Oil City, 15 penalties.
Yeah, for 100 yards, wasn't it?
100 yards. But yet they still won by 19.
Yeah, they did.
Go figure.
Cardinals will huddle back at the 40-yard line and break the huddle. Gallo sent wide right. To the near side of the field comes Nick Slauson, slot man to the right, long. Man in motion, the ball goes right between the legs of quarterback Bernarding, runs right, looks, throws, and the pass is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse. They got to turn that thing over as that snap went right between the legs of Bernarding.
Third and about 14 now.
Yeah, guys, actually a great play by him on that. As you talked about, could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, absolutely. So, third down and about 15. Bernarding back there with him is Cummings. Cummings goes in motion left to right. Low snap, pulled down by Bernarding. Looks to go deep. Nice pass down there. Got a man and overthrows his intended receiver, Curtis Farmerth. Down around the 5-yard line, falls incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down for the Cardinals. He was double teamed down there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Chuck, that was a tough route there. Farmerth, he actually didn't take a real good angle, and he's looking over his shoulder like Willie Mays trying to catch that instead of taking a good angle. Tough catch for a receiver there, but Farmerth, I tell you what, his arm has been on early on here. The first pass he got away with one that could have been intercepted by this Mercer defense, but since then, he has been putting air under the ball, and we've got a timeout now for this Mercer defense.
Okay, and we'll take a timeout on Cool. No score from Cochranton, 8:06 to go, and Cool 101.7. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back here in Cochranton. Sun is shining brightly on the field. We do have a breeze coming in here, but the Cochranton Cardinals, who are moving right down the field, and it looks like it's close to stalling out here right now as they face a 4th and 15 as they come back onto the field. Led by Cole Bernarding, and it will be Farmerth to punt. Trying to pin the Mustangs back deep in their own territory. Maybe a coffin corner here, Big Gear.
Yep, right back, looks like 44 back for Mercer, I think.
Kick is away. We're down the middle of the field.
Taking a
Gets
good
it about
bounce.
the 15 to the 10. Stopped at about the 10-yard line. First and 10 for Mustangs. Let's go back to Stephen G. What do you think about that first drive by Cochranton?
Well, it showed some signs of life. You guys talked about the penalties. We had the same issue in our game last night, Greenville versus Northwestern. With young teams, you see a lot of penalties. We're probably going to see a lot of those from Mercer. Now, Cochranton, we talked about 17 returners. They should be pretty crisp. And with the exception of that false start and that first pass from Farmerth, they were here in that first drive.
Okay, thank you, Stephen G. And here we go. First offensive play by Mercer. And it is going to be run over the right side. And that ball is taken by Bright. And Bright is going to end up picking up some good yardage on that one. Looks like he nailed close to 6 yards, running the right side, first and 10.
Yeah, well, look at it. Throw back and you come off the right tackle. Picked up some good yardage right there. Bright, just a sophomore, coming in at 6'2", it says.
Back to pass. And then he hands it off and being dropped. Nothing there. Cardinal defense is right there.
Andrew Reno is brought down by the entire offensive line.
Wyatt brought down quickly there.
Well, they read that one quite well. Stopped them right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Third and about what, 5? 4? See where they...
Well, let's make it about 4, Gary.
4, all right.
I don't think there's much gain there at all.
Let's see if they take it to the air here.
They break the huddle. Under centers the quarterback for the Mustangs. Going to go back, rolls out to his right. He looks, he dumps it off, and it is caught and gets out of a tackle and picks up another 2 or 3 yards. And he is going to have himself close to first down yardage. I don't know if he made it. He didn't make it. He picked about 2 of those 4, Gary.
Fourth down.
Well, he had a catch there and a good second effort, tried to get upfield there. All of a sudden, they go right back to the punt.
Yep.
3 and out. It's like Ryan Winter back to punt, number 2. Nope, I'm sorry.
But Brian Schibetz.
That's 3. Ryan's 3. That's 2. Snap.
Gets it out of there. Nice sailor. Slauson grabs it in midfield, and down he goes. He caught the ball, and he got nailed.
It's like not going anywhere.
No fair catch called for, and he got it. And the Cardinals a great field position at midfield. 1st and 10. And it looks like a timeout. Yeah, timeout on the field. There is no score down here at Cochran. 6:23 to go. More on Cool 101.7 after we take a brief timeout. Let's head back down to the sidelines, and 3 and out for Mercer, Stephen G.
Yeah, a good job by this Cochran defense. At this level, when you're talking single-A football, you're not going to find large offensive and defensive lines. But Cochran, they got some size over there. Number 70, number 78. Bigger fellas. They got to teach that guy how to fair catch that because he got absolutely slammed once he caught that ball. Good effort on the reception for Mercer. He dove for it, but actually had already stepped on the line before he stretched out.
Yes, Stephen, you were talking about Caden West and Dylan Neff on that offensive line for Cochran.
And after that first play, they looked impressive on that defensive line. They're getting a push.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're back to action here. 1st and 10 for Cochran. Good field position at midfield as Bernarding brings him up in the shotgun. Frymouth goes in motion, going to get the pitch, but a flag will fly. And we'll have another illegal procedure against Cochran.
Penalty on the Cardinals, false start.
So, false start against them. Marching back 5 yards, the ball goes back to their own 45-yard line. Boy, you get a break like this, you get the ball at midfield, boy, you got to take advantage of it.
Oh, absolutely. Can't afford any mistakes. Had a good drive going earlier. That fizzled out. Then you shut Mercer down 3 and out, so now you got the momentum going, so you got to go with it. You got to ride with it.
Cole once again comes over and talks with the head coach of the Cardinals, Murray, back into the huddle. Releases them. Slauson's put to the near side of the field. The far side of the field goes Linz. Slot man, both sides. Long in motion, and another flag.
Wow. Not good.
Another illegal procedure. Well, there's 2 plays in a row. You just lost 10 yards. You had a 1st and 10. What about 1st and 20, Gary?
Yeah.
Not good.
Not a good start to this drive, yeah. Needless to say.
Now Cole once again coming over and talking with Coach Murray. Coach Murray's not happy.
No, he's not.
Throwing his arms in the air.
Coach Pat caught it the first game jitters. You got to get over that.
Oh, yeah. Well, one thing, these players, for the most part, a lot of them are veterans. They should know better.
Yeah.
Okay, Cole back in the huddle.
You know the count. You know how the quarterback calls it. You know everything there is.
All right.
His voice,
Slauson long to the near side of the field. Shotgun. Farmer in motion. There you go again.
Oh, my.
Well, Farmouth cut up the field that time before the snap.
Yeah, now you're getting a little...
Stephen, what's going on down there?
Ridiculous.
Well, it's funny. It's like they're taking turns. Who's picking up the penalties? That time it was the center. I don't know with the center with the ball. It was like I don't know if he's trying to draw them because he didn't move the ball. He moved his rear end, and it was like he was trying to draw them off. But that's 3 different linemen with false starts there. You talked about Friarmouth up the field a little early as well. So with that, Coach Murray decides he needs to talk to his team a little bit. 3 straight now, 1st and 25. There aren't a lot of plays in the playbook for that. What you do is you chip it back up, hopefully get a manageable 3rd down, turn back over on downs, and start from scratch once again, guys.
Yeah, that really hurts. They had the ball at midfield, 1st and 10, Stephen G., and here you go now. It's going to be 1st and 25.
And you talked about, guys, Cochranton's the veteran team. They shouldn't be making these mistakes. It should be the younger Mercer squad. Coach Murray trying to get his guys going in the right direction with this time out here.
Okay, thank you very much, Stephen G. We're chatting with Stephen G. throughout the game. Also, he's going to talk some of the veterans, as this was, of course, American Hero Night. As Cochranton community down here, the team, and everyone, they are honoring military personnel and emergency personnel. Great job on behalf of the Cochranton school down here. All right, here we go. 1st and 25 for the Redbirds. No score in this ball game. 6:43 remains, first period. Quarterback keeper Cole gets grabbed around the legs and dropped down as he gets out to about the 38-yard line, right straight up the gut. Nothing fancy that time, Gary. Nobody in motion. Just go ahead, get the ball and keep it.
Well, I tell you what, I would try to do some quick slants or something, try to pass the ball, pick up some of that lost yardage.
Gallo now comes in for Cochranton, and going out will be Lenz.
Unless Coach Joe probably thought they could catch him off by having a quarterback keeper, something you wouldn't anticipate, but they weren't fooled by it.
Now he picked up maybe 3. It looks like 2nd down and 22. They'll go wide again. 2 wideouts left and right. Long in motion. Trying to get the ball off to him, and they finally do. Long has the ball 40. 45, maybe the 46-yard line, right in front of the Mercer bench. He is brought down.
Trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, he's still 5 yards short.
3rd and 15.
Well, they had a lot of downs to work with to pick up that yardage when it's 1st and 25. Cole Bernarding again over to talk with the coach. Hustles back into the huddle. Both teams are trying to get something rolling here in 2018, first game of the season. Both of them would like to pick up that first win, get off to a positive start. They'll spread them out again. Might be the time here now for Cole to put a ball upstairs. He goes back, straight drop, looks. Now he's going to run with the football. He has a ball at midfield, 45, down to the 43-yard line, a little bit short of that first down by about 3 yards. 3 downs. They picked up about 22 yards, Gary.
Decent run, just quite not enough. He got
4th and about 4.
He got flushed out of the pocket, so he decided to keep it.
So it looked like they actually picked up about 21 of those 25 yards in 3 downs. See if Frymouth will punt. I don't know. Cole's back out there. I think they're going for it, Gary.
Take a roll of the dice at 4:25 here in the first quarter. We are scoreless on Cool 101.7 FM.
Why not go for it? You held them the last time 3 and out. Early in the contest. Long, split wide right. Slauson goes wide left. Bernarding with 2 backs back there with him and hold everything. Timeout will be called by Cochranton.
That'll be their 2nd timeout.
And we'll take a timeout on Cool. 4:09 to go. First period. There is no score from Cochranton. Cool 101.7. Patton down here in Cochranton in the first quarter. Still 4:09 to go. There is no score. Cochranton, this is their 2nd possession. They have trying to recover from a 1st and 25. They face 4th and 4. Mercer's had the ball 1 time and it was 3 and out.
Well, maybe they'll see if they can draw them off.
Now Bernarding will go under center as they come up in the 9.
See what they got up their sleeve.
Cole goes to the tailback. Frymouth diving forward. He's going to have the first down.
Still going.
A second effort on the first down. What about those Cardinals picking up 25 yards down to the 35-yard line? Stephen G.
Well, it's just what we talked about, guys. There's no play in the playbook for 1st and 25. You chip down, try to make your 3rd and 4th downs manageable, and that's exactly what they did. Now, I will say, I've seen Mercer yearly down in Mercer County with Greenville on our sister station, WGRP. They are flying around this evening. This Mercer defense competing with Cochranton right now. I think coming in, everybody thought Cochranton may run away with this one, but Mercer's defense playing pretty well, but Cochranton on the move now.
Okay, this is their second possession in which they were able to move the football. Fake handoff to Frammer. Bernarding looking, throwing, man wide open, caught by Long. 25-20, just short of the 20-yard line. Bernarding to Farmerth and stopped right at about the 24-yard line.
Enough for another first down. Keeping the drive alive. Nice pass, nice catch.
And once again, Bernarding over to talk with his coach. Into the huddle they go. On the 1st and 10. They'll spread out 2 wideouts this time once again. Long to the near side. Slauson to the left side. They're going into that I formation. Go to that tailback. Here goes Primus breaking off of tackles. He is going to have himself another first down inside the 20. Yeah, about down to the 16-yard line. No, a little short. A little short. So it is going to be a 2nd down. They put the marker back up there. 2nd and about 3. So they continue this drive going. So far, this offense, Gary, is looking pretty good for Cochranton.
Absolutely. Good job on the offensive line right there. Some key blocks.
Once again, Cole behind center. Farmer is the tailback. He's going to get the pitch.
Pitch back.
Trying to turn around, got some block. Turns the corner, flag is down 20, 15, 10, but they'll probably bring this one back. Thrown right into the line.
Yeah,
probably got a hold there.
Might have been holding. Illegal. No, looks like holding.
That's what it is. Cost them 10 yards to bring it back.
Last thing they needed.
Wipe out the first down. Well, that's at least your 4th penalty.
5.
5 already. Wow, we're still in the first quarter.
5 for 30 yards.
I know they had 3 illegal procedures in a row.
And they had 1 on the first drive.
So bring it on back. Ball comes clear back to about...
Just about the 30?
Just inside the 30-yard line.
Shy the 30.
Get a first down, they have to get inside the 15-yard line. Cardinals moving left to right. Right now in the middle of the field. 2 backs back there with the quarterback, Bernarding. And he's going to keep it himself after a fake and goes nearly no place. He stopped right at about. So he's dropped at the 30-yard line, so that's going to be a little bit more of a loss.
Mitchell right there. It looks like to bring him down, number 50 for Mercer. They read that one.
It looked like he was going to hand it off to Gallo, who was also in that backfield. Then he kept it himself. So the Cardinals once again will face 3rd and long.
Mustangs defense wasn't fooled on that one. Clock winding down, 1:20 here in the first quarter. We are scoreless.
So far in the first couple games we've had, Gary, these first quarters have gone forever. Slauson goes wide right. Long to the opposite side of the field. Pitches the ball off to Farmouth. Farmouth is going to be dragged down from behind. 55 and 21 in there for the Mustangs. 21, P.J. Boggs. 55 there for them, Mason Hasselgesser.
Once again, they read it. They were
and
right there, man.
Long 4th down coming up for Cochranton.
Defense staying low and getting in the gaps and getting in the backfield. It's just good defense right there by Mercer.
35 seconds on a running clock here in the first quarter on Cool 101.7. Chuck Stop, Gary Patton, Stephen G on the call. Stephen G on the sidelines. Check in with him shortly. See what happens here on this 4th and long. 4th and about 16. Back to pass. Looking. Got a man wide open. Slauson grabbed and dropped it.
Oh, wow.
He wouldn't have had the first down. He'd had to move down the field, but boy, 4th down play, he drops the ball. What about that, Stephen G?
I'll tell you what, I told you that, Corey, right now the quarterback, Bernarding, his throws are on. That was a bullet. And that ball got there in enough of a hurry where he had a chance to make a play. He jumped. I have no idea why he jumped. That pass was right there. And, you know, some misses there for Cochranton. So many penalties, turns the ball over to this Mercer offense.
Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Pitch the ball back, trying to come to the left side. Cuts back up against DeGrade. Down he goes on the run that time.
Handoff number 2, Brian.
That was going to be number 2, Brian Chivets. He gets dropped after a gain of 2, 2nd down 8. That's the end of the first quarter. And at the end of 1 in Cochranton, American Hero Night, the score, Cochranton nothing, Mercer nothing. Cool 101.7, a 60-second timeout. Well, we're at the end of 1 between Cochranton and Mercer. There is no score. Dylan Hetrick, quarterback for the Mustangs, brings him up. He goes behind center, hands the ball off. First man through, and boy, he gets nailed. 78 for the Redbirds is there, and that is Dylan Neff to bring him down. And who else, Big Air?
That looked like him. He had it pretty much under control himself.
Yes, he did. He wrapped him up, brings him down.
Brought him right down, the big guy.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd down and 10.
Roster says 5'10", 250.
So far, this Cochranton defense been pretty impressive.
Absolutely. Shut him down, 3 and out. Of course, you got to get that.
Well, he's 5'10", 250-pound senior. He is Dylan Neff.
Yep.
Big boy.
So he can pretty much do it on his own right there.
He comes wide to the near side of the field. Tight end to the left.
3rd and 10.
Back to pass. Hetrick looks, still looks, going to keep it himself. Now runs to the left. He's across the 30, 35. Close to first down. Second effort, I think he got it. Well, the Cardinals let him get away on 3rd and long. But it will be a first down.
Flushed him out of the pocket. He saw some open field, and he took advantage of it. He did 10, picked up about 11, it looks like.
Lynn's in there to take him out of bounds for Cochranton. But it is their first down of the night.
That it is. Kept the drive alive. Ball right around the 38, it looks like. 1st and 10, Mustangs. Here we go.
Out of the wing. Pitch that ball back. Wrapped up. Brought down. Trying to carry the ball that time. Aiden Bright. They bring him down. And he is not going to get much here.
Miller in on the tackle for the Cardinals.
Looks like right about back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. No score. 10:45 to go here in the opening half on Cool 101.7. Now Hendricks look over to the sideline as they will bring in number 11, Ryan Moore. Now move back to the line of scrimmage. Moore will be your wide out to the left. Chivets, wing to right. Pitch back Bright, then double handoff, and the ball is gotten there by Winter, and he is going to be brought down. He is going to lose a little on this one here, Gary. 3rd down play coming up.
Number 2, he's brought down by number 70, taking West.
West in on the tackle. Also looked like Long got in on it. No gain again. 3rd and 10.
2 straight plays. There is no gain. Cardinal defense is there.
They tried a little razzle-dazzle to a double handoff.
Well, we'll see if they go to the passing game right now. Quarterback Hetrick under center. Again, wing T.
Showing blitz.
Yes, the Cardinals are. Hold everything.
Timeout's been taken by the Mustangs.
All right.
That's their 2nd timeout.
Okay, right now let's head down on the field and talk with Stephen G.
All right, guys, I'm here. It is Hometown Heroes Night, and I'm starting off now with one of the Cochranton firefighters here, Cody Turner. Cody, first of all, let me say thank you for your community service here.
Thank you very much.
Now, you guys highly involved with this football team here. You guys were here for Midnight Madness.
Correct.
With the sirens and everything.
Yep.
How important is it to you guys that they have these kind of community evenings?
It's very important to us. We do, we serve the community. Everybody's so close. We do everything for them. Everything from band escorts to volleyball escorts when they win states, big like that. We try to stay as much with the community as we can.
Well, as I'm falling apart here, Cody, tonight, Cochranton doing well. New coach, his second year. This community really seeming to get around him, though.
Yeah, everybody, as long as everybody works together and everybody's happy, then everybody gets along and does good.
All right, a beautiful evening and great to recognize our hometown hero, Turner. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, back up to you guys.
All right, it is Mercer facing a 3rd and 10 with the ball at their own 38-yard line. Quick hitter out into the left flat, and that is caught across the way by Zach, and Zach will take the ball up over the 45-yard line. Stopped at the 46-yard line, short of a first down by around 2 yards, maybe 2.5 yards.
Long again over there. Hostetter over there, looks like.
So they will bring out the punting unit. The Cardinals will get the ball back for the 3rd time tonight. They've been able to move the football, but a lot of penalties have been costly to Cochranton tonight. Slauson will go back in single coverage. Ready for the snap. Low snap.
Hit the ground.
Gets it out of there.
Nice kick.
High kick. Slauson will grab it again. Bobbles the ball. Has to fall on it.
Looks like Mercer got it back.
Yes, they did.
Wow. What a huge turnover right there.
Well, once again, the coverage was down there. He should have just taken a fair catch and forgot about it, Stephen G.
And when we talk about a team win this game like Cochran,
well, Stephen G seems to be having some problems down there. We'll check in with him a little later.
Wiley on the coverage down there got the turnover for Mercer. Huge break right here. Let's see if they can capitalize on it, Chuck. 1st and 10. Great field position, needless to say.
I guess so. Ball sets inside the 15-yard line.
Right around the 14, it looks like. Handoff.
Right straight up the middle. Puts his head down. Still going down. Inside the 10, maybe down close to the 5-yard.
Come right off the left guard. Had a nice block. He followed through with it.
Lino gets that ball down there.
What do you get, about 6 on it?
It's about to the 6-yard line, it looks like, from here, Big Gear.
All right.
So the Mustangs, first scoring threat of the night. No score in this one. Under 8 minutes to go. Hittrick behind center. Going back, rolling right. Looks to the end zone. Now he's going to tuck it away and run. 10, 5, 4, 3. Down to the 2-yard line. Stopped right there.
Slew of players right there. Curtis in on the tackle.
3rd and goal to go.
Also Wesson on the tackle for the Cardinals.
That ball is at about the 2-yard line.
But he got a first down. 1st and goal. Mercer Mustangs threatening here in the 2nd quarter. Taking advantage of that huge turnover. 7:32 on the clock. We are scoreless.
Zach Pervetti brings in the play. He is going to be going to the right side as your wide out. Hattrick hands the ball off. 21, big hole into the end zone. Touchdown. P.J. Boggs with the touchdown. 6-0 Mercer. And the turnover, Gary, cost the Cards.
That cost them big time. Wow, 6-0 Mercer. They do take advantage of that turnover. Cash it in as we get ready for the point after. 7:13 here in the 2nd quarter. Mustangs strike first.
And let's see if they set up for the PAT or go for 2. And it looks like they will be going for the point after touchdown. It looks like that'll be Brian Chevetz.
Now they're going to attempt to kick, it looks like.
Goal post to the right.
Hendricks, your holder, the quarterback doing the holding.
Number 80.
Urso, they're
just got in
setting up
there
for
in
a
time.
kick. Unless they fake it. No, it's down. Kicks up.
He's got it.
Looks good from here, and it is.
Timeout on the field. The score, Mercer 7 and Cochranton nothing. We'll take this timeout.
Brian Specs is good. Mercer 7, Cardinals 0.
And now we're ready for the Mercer kickoff back down on the field.
Yeah, guys, as Big Gare had said, when you've got a low-scoring game like this, those turnovers become more important. And Mercer gets the first one here with that fumble from Cochranton.
All right, we've just had the kickoff, and bringing the ball up over the 35 was Garrett Long, and he'll be stopped right around the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cochranton. They now trail 7-0. Cardinals, Gary, had a couple good sustained drives. They couldn't score, but after the fumble, good field position. Mustangs make the Cardinals pay.
Well, I tell you what, absolutely right there. That was a huge fumble, and I tell you what, they recovered the ball, great field position, took advantage of it, cashed in on 7-0. Mercer right now. Cochran with their back to the wall. Got some, well, that's not a good sight. Long limping off the field right now. Hopefully he'll be all right. Maybe just the Charlie horse. So it's 1st and 10. Cochran in good field position here, though, Chuck. Ball
They
plays
certainly
about
are.
the 36.
Bernarding
Down 7-0.
in that shotgun. Goes back. Now he's going to run with the football, and he'll have the ball up to about the 40, 41, 42-yard line.
Number 5, Cole Bernarding with the keeper.
Well, Cole, I tell you what, that's a good thing about Cole, man. He can keep the ball and run, or he can throw him. He's got an arm on him. As Stephen G said, he was throwing some heat there earlier.
And good news, Garrett Long's back in.
Yeah, just missed the play.
Once again, as they go to the huddle, Bernarding goes over, talks with Coach Murray, back into the huddle again, gives him the play, breaks the huddle, and here we go. Cardinals moving from right to left. Slauson Long, Sutton wide left. Tight end to the right. Bernarding behind center in the eye. Going to go backhand that ball off to Farmer, the big boy up the gut, but nothing. Wow, he may have ticked up a tough one, but that was about it. The Mustangs are right there to stop him.
Great job once again by the Mustangs defensive line there. I tell you what, they're staying low and getting in the gap, bringing them down.
3rd down and about 4 to go for the first down.
Mitchell in there leading that. So floating linebacker.
Need to get up the 46-yard line for the first down. Long Slauson, this time wide right. Bernarding in that eye. Hands the ball to Farmer, trying right tackle. He's in trouble. Breaks through and gets the ball out close to first down. I think he got it, Gary, to the 47-yard line. Curtis Farmerth. Farmerth is a senior, 5'11", 205 yards, and he does get the first down for the Cardinals.
Ball placed around the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Cardinals keeping the drive alive. Down right now, 7-0. 5:27 and running here in the first half.
Cale Miller, tight left. Back, hand the ball to Farmerth again. That time, right tackle again. He'll have the ball into Mustang territory, just over the 50-yard line.
Past midfield, yep.
And he'll get about 4, 2nd down and 6.
Chris Farmeth is brought down by number 5, Logan Connor.
And on the tackle, Logan Connor, 6'1", 195 junior from Mercer.
Cummins bringing the play in for the Cardinals.
Checking out is Caden Tatters.
As they run the plays back and forth.
Sun just about to set down here in Cochranton tonight. Warm, muggy night. 7-0 Mercer.
That's beautiful.
Huh. Beautiful, and it'll be in a few months. Showing blitz the Mustangs. Here they come. Ball is pitched out to Frymer. Midfield.
Round in.
45 spins and falls down. Close to a first down. He's going to be a little short. Inside the 45-yard line of Mercer.
Number 2, Brian Strex, and number 4, Andrew Reno.
Waiting to see where they place it. Should be right around the
44-yard line.
I would say so.
44.5-yard line, I think, about 3rd and 2. Well, the Cardinals have converted on first down and 25.
But yet to get to that end zone, that's what counts.
That's the tough part.
Down right now, 7-0.
3:46 to go, second quarter.
Cardinals with 1 timeout if needed.
They'll send Slauson wide right along with Long, who will go in the slot.
Right now they need a first down.
Miller tight left, out of the eye. Tailback, Frymer got a cuts to the outside, first down. He's to the 40, he's to the 35, head down to about the 34-yard line. Let's go back down on the field and Stephen G.
Well, guys, right now, what's really impressing me from this Cochranton squad is they are really blocking well up front, all the way from the wide receivers down the offensive line. Every man's got on somebody. They're getting, these guys hedged off. And a good drive here if they can stay away from those penalties that have killed them so much here early in this first half.
Stephen G. on the sidelines. Bernardi, so he's going to call timeout. We'll take a timeout on Cool 101.7 here. Well, let's see. I thought he's going to call for a time. I guess he just coming to the sideline. Go ahead, Stephen.
They don't have any left, guys. He tried to call a timeout. They don't have any left. They've used all 3.
Okay, Thank you very much for catching that.
Yep.
Ball goes off to Garrett Long. Long will have the ball left side down close to the 30-yard line. So it's going to bring up a second down and about 5.5 yards to go for that first down. The Cardinals are on a drive again. This will be their 3rd drive of the night, but so far they've come up dry.
You could always spike the ball.
Yeah.
I had them down for 2. Apparently they used 1 and I missed it. So clock running down big time right here. 2:15. They need to get to that end zone.
They'll go back into the shotgun. Long in motion, a bad snap. Bernardi wasn't ready for it. Drops it, rolls behind him, picks it up. He's going to return the ball back to about the 32-yard line. And that's going to be a loss of a couple more yards. 3rd down coming up, and now about 7 yards to go. I don't think he's ready for that pass, Stephen G.
No, he wasn't. He was looking to the sidelines to try to get a call. It looked like the snap was low anyway. It bounced off his feet. Now, he did have a wide receiver that broke open, but you don't know if your guys are down the field, if it was a run play called, and instead he ends up taking the loss instead of just throwing it away and reloading.
3rd down and 7. At the Mustang 32-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, run this hash mark to the right. Bernarding back, hands that ball off, and here goes Garrett Long, left tackle. Going to come up a little bit short. He's down to the 26-yard line, but that is short of a first down. And in this part of the field, I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th and a couple. What about it, Stephen G?
That was actually Gallo at the ball right here.
Okay, Gallo with the ball that time.
Less than a minute. Clock, a huge factor now.
4th and 2. Out of the eye. Curtis is the tailback. Frymer got the ball. Right tackle trying to get the first down. He does.
I don't think he got it.
Well, it's right at the first down marker on the 25-yard line, just depending on where they set it down, Gary. Or did they have to get inside the 25-yard line? No, right on the 25-yard line. Should be a first down, I think. May have to have a measurement.
Sure didn't look like they got it.
So it looks like we're going the other way. Mustangs have the ball. They come up a tad short.
Wow.
So the Mustangs are right there and stop them. 4th and a couple. And Hetrick. And the Mustangs leading 7-0. With a half a minute remaining in the second quarter.
They're just going to take a knee and let the clock run out apparently and go in with the 7-0 lead.
Here, and let's head down to Stephen G.
All right, guys. Apparently, we're going to have one more play here. I thought Coach Murray was on his way in, but it looks like we're going to have one more here. I'm going to try to talk to Coach Murray. What I'll probably do is talk to Coach DeGraff coming off the field, and then Coach Murray coming on in the second half.
Okay, here we go. One more play to go here. 12 seconds. They're just looking at the clock. It doesn't look like they're going to do anything.
No, not at all. They're going to go in with that lead. Coach is already heading.
Yep.
All the coaches are heading. There goes the rest of the team.
Okay, let's get back down on the field. Stephen G. Fulmer.
All right, making my way across the field here. I'm going to talk to Coach DeGraff, and he's got to be pretty excited about where they are right now. As I mosey, you got to remember I'm not used to this sideline thing here so much.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
I know it. I didn't get into that off-season training program. And now I'm here with Coach DeGraff. Coach DeGraff's first year as a coach here. The turnover gets you on the board here, Coach.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Cause them turnovers. Hopefully we keep the ball safe.
Now, you've got to be happy with how your defense has played here in the first half against Cochranton.
Yeah, we dug ourselves a hole a couple times, and our defense has bailed us out. Our offensive line needs to maintain blocks, and hopefully we can get the offense working.
All right, and what's your plan for telling the team going in here at the half?
It's hard to say on the radio. I'll get in trouble.
Oh, no. Coach, thank you, and good luck in the second half. That's Coach DeGraff from Mercer. I will talk to Coach Joel coming out of the half, and I'll get a chance to talk to some of the veterans here as well here at halftime, guys.
All right, Stephen G. Fulmer on the sidelines. That's the end of the first half with a score, Mercer 7, Cochranton nothing.
Confidence and positivity. Tonight, we performed 30 miles confident and 10 6 recorded. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the Mercer 5 and 10. Stephen G. Fulmer having trouble down there with the mic, so we'll try to get down and chat with him very shortly again. But big year, here we are at halftime.
Absolutely, Chuck. Right now, Mercer up, as you said earlier, 7-0 here in
Presenting the 2018 edition of the Cochran High School Marching Band. Carl Miller. Assistant band director is Rachel Miller. Music and visual staff is Andrew Wolf and Richard Freisinger. Percussion staff is Candy Weigel. Color guard staff is Bryn Calori and Dee Henry. The band is under the field leadership of senior drum majors Caitlin Myers, Sam Peet, and Perry Knickerbocker. Soloists tonight are on alto sax Drew Miller and dance soloist Grace Morrell. Vocal soloist is Lauren Pastrano. The band presents its 2018 show, Fallen.
starting this second half with a 7-0 Mercer lead over the Cardinals.
And here the Mustangs are going to get the ball too, Chuck. Got the momentum going here, up 7-0. You know, I'd be a little frustrated too. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it's the score that matters, and they're down by a touchdown, which you can easily get back. But you got to play tighter ball. Hold on to that ball. 2 for 6 in passing.
All right, some of those scores from last night. Local interest: Girard 10, Cambridge Springs 6, Maplewood throttled Lakeview 56-7, Titusville 35, Sagertown 6, and it was also Greenville losing to Northwestern 19-12. Some of the scores of local interest, and also the game we had on Cool last night: Oil City 46, Conneaut 27. All right, we're ready to go. Cardinals will get ready to tee it up. Farmers.
Going to be doing the kicking here as we get the second half underway. You're listening to Cool 101.7 FM, and of course our good friends Armstrong Cable. The kick.
Away she goes, and a nice kick on the dead run. Caught across the 15, 20, 25, 30. Breaks off a tackle at the 40. Still going and brought down hard by the Cardinals. It looked like number 6 was in there for the Redbirds to bring him down. Cale Miller brings him down at about the 42-yard line. A nice return, probably of around 25 yards, Gary.
For Adam Bright, number 44 for the Mercer Mustangs. Great field position as we start the second half of action. Mustangs with the ball, 1st and 10. They've also got the lead, 7-0.
They'll move from right to left along your radio dial here on Cool 101.7. Reminder, next week we'll be back to Conneaut. Meadville will be in town. Look forward to that big arch rivalry. They're not in the same region, but that's a great rivalry. Bright's got it again. Sweeps out the right side. He'll have the ball maybe out to the 47, 48-yard line of the Mustangs.
Number 44.
That's a gain of just about 4 yards. It will be a 2nd down and 6. Just underway in half number 2. 7-0 Mustangs. Moore, split to the near side of the field. Wingman to the right. Pitch the ball to Bright again. Puts his head down. A little dive over the right side. Have the ball up short of the first down. They're about the Cochranton 48-yard line.
You're going to take that all night long. You're picking up 4 or 5 yards of blast right there.
And now a big 3rd down play for both sides of the field. Cardinals want to stop them. The Mustangs want to keep the opening drive going in the second half.
Absolutely, 3rd and 2.
Here they come back to the line of scrimmage. Hetricks is doing the quarterbacking. Bright this time is going to be wing to the left in that wing tee. Pitch the ball back and drop short of the first down. In fact, short of the line of scrimmage.
Ball is brought down by number 7, Garrett Long.
Long is right there on the tackle.
He shot right in the open gap, made a great tackle right there.
Brings down Jivitz.
Hosteller was in there too. It looked like 53. 4th down. They lost a yard or so on that one. We'll say a long 3.
See if they'll pin back the Cards. Are they going to go? It looks like they're going for it on 4th down. Early in the second half. Here we go. They will go for it. Praviti split to the near side of the field. Tight end to the right.
Let's see if they try to draw him off with the long count. Here we go.
Back to pass, swings it out in the left flat, and the ball is caught by Praviti. He's got the first down. Cochran 40, 30. He's to the 25. He'll be taken out of bounds across the way.
Zach Praviti with the big first down gain, and he's finally knocked out of bounds by number 1, John Gallo.
Gallo is right there for the Cards, but way too late. They have the ball clear down to the Cochranton 26-yard line. 1st and 10, and here come the Mustangs.
So the gamble paid off.
It certainly did.
And then some.
Winner. Wing to right. Wing to the left, Bright. One lone back. Man in motion. Bright's got it. Sweeping right in and tripped up and down he goes. As he picks up about a yard, he'll be stopped right at the 35-yard line. Impressive opening drive, Stephen G., for the Mustangs.
It is indeed, guys, and I really like that fourth down play call. The wide receiver screen, not something we had seen. Cochranton wasn't ready to deal with it. They were looking for a run up the middle. Mercer picks up the first down. Now, again, we've got to see this Cochranton defense get stout here on 2nd and 8 from about the 25-yard line of the Cardinals.
Behind center is the quarterback in the wing tee. Hand that ball off right tackle, and here goes Lionel, and he'll have the ball inside the 20-yard line. See where they're going to spot that ball down at, right about at the 25, or I should say the 20, right on the 20-yard line. Third down and good 3 yards to go for the first down. Hittrick brings him out of the huddle. Quarterback for the Mustangs. Moore, wide left, wingman right. Bright in motion. He'll get the pitch, put his head down. First down and more yardage.
Still going.
He's going to be stopped to the end zone. No, touchdown. The Mustangs lead 13-0.
Number 44,
Bright put his head down, got into that secondary. He's long gone, Stephen G.
That is a touchdown, Mercer.
Good block thrown, though. You seen the block from here, Chuck? He cut right up the gap there. They're going to try to go for 2 or try the kick again.
They're going for the extra point conversion, I think, or are they not?
Yeah, they're
going to bring out the... Yeah, they're going to...
Quarterback Hendrick, he was the holder last time. Looks a little
Hendricks, they're going to get a timeout.
Confusion going on here, and yes, there is a timeout.
By the Mustangs.
That's their first.
8:31 to go in the third quarter. 13-0. Cardinals trail the Mustangs. More on cool after this timeout.
Timeout, Mercer.
Back down on the field, Stephen G.
Yes, I'm with another young man in uniform today, Jaden Rossi. He is in the Civil Air Patrol, being recognized also today as one of the hometown heroes. Jaden, now you said you are a sergeant?
Yes, sir. I'm a first sergeant.
All right. He's a sergeant in Civil Air Patrol, and after school you look to join the military?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. What military are you going to join?
I'm either looking down Army or Marine, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Jaden Rossi. Thank you for your service, sir. And the extra point is good here, and Mercer now with a 14-point advantage, gentlemen.
All right, we'll take another timeout, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds. And we're back to Cochranton High School. Cardinals trailing now 14-0. They're getting ready for the kickoff. Back to Stephen G. What about that drive and scoring one?
Well, the Mercer kind of had their way with Cochranton on that one. Coach Murray down here talking with some of his leaders down at the other side of the field here. Mercer, they did it all that time. They threw, they ran, they made the blocks, and now we talked about Cochranton not set up for these comebacks. Finds themselves down 14 here in the third quarter.
Okay, Stephen G., I think we got to move to the other side of the field, breaking up again. We'll be right back to Stephen G. in just a little while here as we get ready for the Mustangs to kick it away. Looks like number 15, Zach Pervitti, will do that for the Mustangs. Kick is away, a nice one. End over end kick, going to go over the head of the return man and go toward the end zone and into the end zone. Touchback out to the 20-yard line.
That was the farthest kick they had. Most of them weren't that far.
That's the one we've seen this year.
Like they didn't want them to return it. They kind of were conservative on it, but nevertheless, a huge lead right now. You're up 14-0. Playing some great football here. We're into the third quarter. 8:31 on the clock. Cardinals taking over here, as Chuck said, on the 21st and 10. Got to get something going. We've seen this last night when the Eagles were down 14-0. They fought right back.
Oh, that they certainly did. That seesawed back and forth. But now we're seeing if the Cardinals can do it against this Mercer Mustang team. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Pair of backs. Either side of the quarterback, Bernarding. He's going to pass. Catch in by Freimuth, and Freimuth gets tripped up on the slant. No, that's Long. Garrett Long with a catch out to the 29-yard line. Stephen?
Number 15.
Yeah, that's really what I wanted to see, guys. And that one, the slant, sometimes you throw that too high, that ball can get knocked in the air and picked off. A great pass, good catch, and something that appears Cochranton is doing well. The other thing, guys, special teams really an issue through week 1 throughout District 10. Not many kickers, just something it doesn't seem the coaches are focusing on right now.
Okay, so it is a 2nd down and 1. Frymouth got it, trying to get to the first down marker. He's short, well short. He can make it back hard to the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Mitchell in on the tackle from Mercer. Boy, he stayed low, shot in the gap, brought him down. Not much of a gain, if any, on that one.
Nope, none at all. Well, they may have given him about a half a yard. Looks like that 3rd down marker is a little bit closer to the 1st down marker there. So.
Well, once again, a great job by Mitchell playing linebacker, shooting up there and going in the gap.
Short distance now for the Cards. See if they can pick up this 1st down, keep the drive aligned. Slauson goes wide left, long to the near side of the field. Up, there's your 1st down and much more. Once again, the power back for that is a keeper by the quarterback, Bernarding up the gut. He'll take the ball to the 40-yard line.
Ball is blocking, too. That's the way to do it. Stay behind your blocking. That's what they're there for. Picked up the 1st down and then some on that. Great play.
Bernarding once again over to talk with Coach Murray.
You got to score on this drive.
Got to get back. Got to show them that you can score. Right now, the Cardinals have not shown Mercer they can score. They'll spread it out one more time, out of the eye. Bernarding under center. Bernarding back to the tailback. This time it's going to be Frymouth, and Frymouth will pick up a good chunk of real estate, maybe 6-7 yards. He'll escape up the gut right about to the 46.5-yard line.
Yeah, good run right off the right side of the line. Some nice blocks thrown once again. Ball placed right around the 46. 2nd down.
About 4. Ball directly in front of us here. This beautiful Cochranton press box that they built last year and had it ready for us.
See if they go back to run, maybe mix it up a little. Slant.
There goes Swanson left. Long right. 3 backs back there with the quarterback. Bernarding back, rolls out left. He's going to keep it. Turns the corner. He's to midfield. Got a 1st down. Puts his head down and still going to the 45 and stopped. Maybe just short of the 45-yard line, but another 1st down. The drive is alive here at Cochranton. Mustangs lead 14-0. Long way to go on this one. Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Gallo back in. Bernarding gets the call play. Frymouth comes out.
Slauson was open downfield. I thought maybe he was going to throw it, but he had wide open field in front of him, so there was no reason not to run and picked up the 1st down. Here we go.
Run this hash mark to the left. Once again, out of an eye. Bernarding, deep pitch this time. He's going to go off the long. He'll dive right side, maybe pick up a couple yards. That is all. You see his chopped down. That is Gallo. Gallo on the carry. Well, he gets 2, 2nd down and 8.
But you got to wait for the play to form, and you got to wait for your blockers to get out there. He shot up the line there, picked up a couple yards, but getting ahead of your blocking.
Gallo is out. Frymouth is in. They huddle over the 50-yard line. After this play, we'll go back down to Stephen G. on the sidelines. Once again in the I formation.
2nd down.
Bernarding.
Back to
fake
pass.
handoff, little play action, looks and throws sideline right and overthrows his intended receiver for the Cardinals. That's Cale Miller, 6'6" senior, 190 pounds. Overshot him, Stephen G.
That was a catchable ball, guys. I think he just lost that in the lights. The play before, guys, I think the runner and Gallo and his lead blocker, I think they've just both slipped is what it is. He tried to cut it up the field, slipped, ended up on the ground without anybody touching him. But I like the play selection right now. Now, on that play, he threw the post corner, but he had a man wide open underneath as well. But still a good pass, and I think that was catchable. He's doing a good job throwing the ball. Somebody needs to make a play for him, guys.
You got it. Gallo goes wide right. Slauson to the far left.
He's been putting the rifle on that arm. He's doing great.
Back in the shotgun again. He's going to air it out again, and he almost picked off his intended receiver, Gallo, but that ball was almost picked by Zach Pervetti. Threw it almost right in his hands, Stephen.
Guys, it did hit him in the hands. I mean, he threaded that. That was right between two Mercer defenders. But that's still, a good team. That's a ball that's caught. It hit him right in the numbers. I don't think you could throw that much better. He's got to get some more help from his receivers here today, guys.
Well, it makes it once again 4th down and long for the Cards. 4th down and 8. See what Coach Murray comes up with this time. Long time in the huddle for the Cards. Now they're back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we've seen that with Oil City last night. They took their time.
Pair of wideouts, right and left. 4th and long, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout by Cochranton. Let's pause for a moment on Cole, but first of all, let's send it down to Stephen G.
Yeah, guys, we saw that coming there. He's got to get his young quarterback to look at the back judge. With 5 seconds left, most of the schools down here don't have a play clock like they do maybe at a Cathedral Prep or someone like that. What you have to do as a quarterback, when you break the huddle, you have to look at the back judge. With 5 seconds left to go, the back judge will raise his hand to let the quarterback know he's got to get that play off in 5 seconds. And there, a good job by Coach Murray. The quarterback didn't even look. Coach Murray saw that the official had his hand on his flag, and he was blowing the whistle to pull it. Coach Murray got the timeout before that, so a good job by him, but he's got to tell his young quarterback, be looking at that back judge, and maybe we hear fans in the audience here tonight talking about a little more urgency, having a little more urgency, breaking the huddle, getting to the line of scrimmage, getting these plays off, guys.
Well, we noticed last night for Conneaut, there was no huddle there. I mean, they was right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a tempo thing, and a lot of times, particularly when you have a defense that's been on the field a lot, like Mercer has this drive, you can really get them. They did that on that 4th down, the quarterback sneak. Mercer had no idea what that was coming.
Okay, here we go. Cochran faces a 4th down and 8.
They got to get it here.
Curtis in motion, back, deep drop, rolls left, looks, going to air it out deep. Got a man down there, Slauson, caught it, touchdown.
Touchdown, there it is, right there.
And the Cardinals there, they beat the defensive back. Stephen G.
Yeah, either one of those receivers could have gone and got that ball. Both receivers had gotten past the defense. An absolute bullet from Bernarding, a fantastic pass. And that's what we talked about, that you got to get somebody to come up and make a play. And they did there. Cuts the lead in half now, or hopefully with a kick here, will cut the lead in half. And the offense opening up, scoreboard opening up for Cochranton as well.
McDonough for the point after touchdown, holding Barzak. Goal post to the right, snaps the bad one on the ground, picked up by the kicker, and he gets nailed. Way back at about the 15-yard line. We're going to have a timeout. Let's go back to Stephen G.
Yeah, guys, the ball came rolling back there. That was a bad snap. Not a lot you can do with that. But again, Bernarding, now he rolled the other way there. He's a right-handed quarterback, rolled to his left, and to still throw a bullet like that, I mean, great arm strength. That pass was on the money. I have a feeling we're going to see that one again before we're done here, guys.
Yeah, and that's something that Cochranton missed last year after Bernarding went out with the injury in the 3rd game, Stephen.
Yeah, obviously, just about, I'd say 9 of his 10 passes have been on the money. And you need that. Now he's building that confidence. If these receivers build this confidence as well, this offense is going to be dangerous, because that's going to open up the run game for them as well.
And a big smile on Bernarding's face as we're catching it on Armstrong here on the sidelines, Gary.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's right. 10 passes, and there's only been 4 that have been caught, and there should have been a lot more. But
absolutely.
Nevertheless, you got a touchdown there. The momentum goes swing back over to the Cardinals. Now, literally, got to get that ball again, get to that end zones again. You're down by 8.
But first of all, you got to play some D.
Well, that's where you get the ball back. Shut them down, get the ball back.
All right, here we go. Cardinals will kick it away. Trailing in this one, 14-6.
We've seen what the Mustangs did on the last drive. Very impressive.
Oh, wasn't it impressive, though?
They did it once. They can do it again.
Farmer tees it up at the 40-yard line. And we got Bright back, and also 32 for the Mustangs to return McCree. Arm up in the air, and this kickoff is away. Nice one. Bright on the dead run, grabs it about the 20, 25. He's out. He gets nailed over the 30-yard line by the Cardinals.
Almost looked like he ran into one of his own guys, too, on top of it. Who's that?
54, Spencer Kenny.
Spencer Kenny in on the tackle, a sophomore. Getting a big round of applause. Firing up the Cardinals down there. That's what they need.
Well, we'll see if it fired up the defense for the Redbirds.
Absolutely. Decent field position for the Mercer Mustangs, taking over 1st and 10. They're up 14, 6, 4, 27. Here in the 3rd, you're listening to Cool 101.7 FM along with Armstrong Cable.
Ball on the 32-yard line of the Mustangs.
Ooh-ah.
Hendricks quarterbacking. In that wing tee, hands the ball to Bright. Bright right tackle, nothing. The Cardinals are there. About half of the team brought him down.
Led by West, it looks like, the big guy, number 70. And a whole lot of assistance, as Chuck said.
Yeah, West, 6'3", 235 pounds. He's a senior.
There you go. No gain on that one. 2nd and 10. 4:05 and running here in the 3rd.
Weiner will come out of the ball game. Coming in to replace him for the Mustangs will be Pervetti. Both teams huddle out here. Nobody with the non-huddle out here tonight. We saw Connie do it last night, as we talked earlier. Pervetti, split right. Wing tee again, wing man right. Back to pass. Looks, throws, sideline right. Got his man, Pervetti. First down marker, escapes, and he'll get the first down. Still going and stopped clear out to the Mustang 48-yard line. They had him corralled behind the line of scrimmage. Good second effort by Pervetti.
Well, I tell you what, you got to give the quarterback credit. He was in the pocket, plenty of time, looked downfield. Ball thrown right on the money. Put it all together, first down, and a little bit of real estate. Almost to midfield, 1st and 10 Mustangs.
Out for the Cardinals, Dustin Halsey.
3:20 and running. They've got an 8-point lead.
Moore, Ryan split to the near side, wing man right. Low and back, double wing that time. Handed off to the motion man coming around to the near side of the field is Chivets, and Chivets is stopped right at midfield. Just about a 2-yard gain.
Number 2, Ryan Chivets.
Tried to cut up field, was met there, managed to pick up a yard and a half.
This is the series here now. Cardinals have to buckle down and stop them and try to get the ball back. As the Mustangs, who had that 14-0 lead, Cardinals cut into it by 6. Now the Mustangs are trying to come down and retally. Pervetti this time will be sent to the left. Here's your wide out, wing man right. Pitch this time to Bright. Bright up the middle. Oh, he's galloping inside the 45, down to the 41-yard line.
Flag down.
Yep. I wonder if we had a face mask or something there, Big Gear.
Bright with the ball.
Wait for the indication from the official. They'll confer.
Possible.
It was a face mask.
Oh, boy.
Was it flagrant or not?
Cardinals looks like a face mask.
See how many they march off here.
I believe.
Oh, this is going to be just a 5-yarder, so it wasn't flagrant.
Yeah, but they got a first down.
That they did to keep the drive alive. 2:24 to go in the 3rd quarter at 14-6.
That is the 6th penalty for the Cardinals.
Mustangs lead this one. Moving right to left. Pervetti once again to this side of the field. Double wing. Hand that ball off. Here goes a big boy. Busting tackle. Still going. And they have another first down, and he is stopped as that ball is carried by P.J. Boggs.
Number 21.
And he'll take the ball down close to first down yardage, and he does have another first down.
Another Mercer Mustang first down.
P.J. Boggs, 215-pound junior, goes 5'10".
Last drive, they did this, looking good on this drive. I tell you what, that's good blocking on that offensive line. Good heads-up running. They're marching right down the field, making it look easy.
Well, the new head coach feeling very pleased so far the way things have transpired tonight. Bright in motion. He has got it. He is sweeping right, cuts back up in the inside on his feet, picking up some yardage, and he'll have the ball down close to yet another first down. Short, though.
Wearing down that defensive line.
Yeah, and on first first down. That was a lot of yardage. He picks up 8, second down and 2. Stephen G. directly below us.
Well, guys, you talked about that young man, 5'10", 217. I think that's 5'10" if you put him in 5-inch heels. I think that's a little bit generous. He's like a little bowling ball, and he ran over a couple of guys on that last run. Coach Murray really needs to get his defense stout now. 2nd and 2, ball at the 17-yard line for Mercer.
Okay. PJ Boggs. That's who Stephen was talking about. Hand off. Oh, getting nailed down there, trying to take the ball to the right side on Allen. He is nailed.
Number 4, Andrew Reno with the ball. He goes almost nowhere.
Yep, stopped right at almost the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 2. Different personnel for Cochranton coming in now. And they're going to give him the first down. Oh, I thought he was short. Oh, I guess not. He's got the first down. They move up the sticks. The ball at the Cochranton 15-yard line. Already trailing the Redbirds 14-6 here on Cool and Armstrong tonight. Prevetti, split left, hand the ball off, belly dive to the left side, and once again, this is going to be Boggs. And Boggs picks up maybe a couple yards, 2nd down and 8.
Brought down by Long. It looked like Kenny on the assist there for the Cardinals.
Ball just inside the 15-yard line. I guess they're now move the stakes back. He picked up only 1, 2nd down and 9. We're down in Cochranton tonight. Hometown hero night.
Clock winding down here in the 3rd. They're going to let her run out.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter on Cool. We'll come back after we take this time out with the lead. Mercer 14, Cochranton 6 right here on Cool. Let's check in with Stephen G. What about that 3rd quarter in the Mustangs?
Well, the Mustangs did what they needed to, and they're doing it again here, driving the long, sustained drives. Not a lot of big plays here, not like Cochranton got, but just long, sustained drives, 2, 3, 4 yards per play. And the concern now is, with these smaller teams, wearing guys down, wearing this Cochranton squad down. Well, I want to remind everybody, it is Hometown Heroes Day here at Cochranton. They actually have T-shirts for sale as well, but this Cochranton defense, they look a little tired. They've been on the field quite a while here, but with the offense going now, this could get interesting in the last 12 minutes of play, guys.
Okay, Stephen G. Fulmer on the sidelines as we get ready for the final 12 minutes to be posted on the scoreboard here at just about 20 minutes to 9 on Cool 101.7 and Armstrong. Thank you for joining us. As the Mustangs will face a 2nd down and about 9. Now they've changed ends of the field. They'll be moving from left to right. Kendrick sends a man in motion. He's going to swing it out there to him. The ball is caught by Chivets, and he'll have the ball for a minimal gain. He is going to be stopped at
number 10, Avery Links, and number 2, Curtis Fireman.
Picked up maybe about 3 yards or so. 3rd down and about 6, just short of the 10-yard line, Gary.
Well, there's no doubt they got to keep him out of the end zone and get the ball back. You cannot let them score it all here.
Yeah, you're already down 14-6. Plenty of time to go, just starting the 4th quarter. Moore, sent wide right. Wingman, Chivets also wingman right on the other side. They'll try a little counter this time, and Chivets has got him. He'll over the 5-yard line into about the 3, and that's going to be a 1st and goal to go. Move up the sticks, the officials say. And now we're going to get a timeout for what?
1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, the Mustangs trying to add another score. Up now by 8. Trying to tack on more.
Ball on about the 4-yard line. This could be crucial right here.
Bowling again. Chivets goes in motion. He's got the football on the pitch. Diving toward the end zone. Did he make it in? Touchdown.
Just like that. 1 play later.
Number 2, Brian Simmons.
Now it's 20-6. Mercer. Who has a nice crowd in here tonight in Cochranton. Across the way, the bleachers over there pretty well filled. That comes with 10:41 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, they're liking what they see over there.
Schmitz now will go for the PAT goal post to the right. Hetrick, the quarterback, to hold.
Good snap.
Ball set down. Kick high kick. Whistle, though. Whistle. They're going to say good. Timeout on the field. 21-6. Mercer over Cochranton. Let's head it back down onto the field and see Stephen G.
Well, guys, you talked about the crowd tonight. It is indeed a fantastic crowd. The Cochranton bench is full. The Mercer sidelines is full. There's people lining the whole way around here. It is a fantastic crowd. I guess I'm trying to think what the best word is that I can actually say on radio, but some gut checking here over on the sideline. Some of the team leaders for Cochranton getting their guys together here. I think a big key here for Mercer is Brian Shevitz. Shevitz is a veteran. I've seen him again in Mercer County, and I thought in the first half he did not do a good job of hitting the holes and following his blockers. He was outrunning his blockers. He was cutting up the field when he had blocking to the outside. That has changed. They must have got on him and made some corrections at the half because he is hitting the holes. You saw those two big runs in the red zone here by Shevitz, number 2 for Mercer, and he is on here in the second half, and I believe that's the difference for this Mercer Mustang team.
Good observation down there. Stephen G. on the sidelines for Cool, 101.7. And Mustangs, well, kick it away to the Cards. Cards got a lot of work to do. Plenty of time, 10:41, trailing 21-6. They had the opportunities about the first 3 times they had the ball marching down the field, couldn't punch it in. And it all started for the Mustangs after a punt was fumbled. Kick is away. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and that'll cost them a flag.
Flag on the field as the ball goes out of bounds.
Ball is out of bounds about the 35-yard line of Cochranton. Let's go to Stephen G.
Gentlemen, that's what they call shankopotamus right there. He shanked that one off his foot, goes out of bounds at about the 40, and that's going to give Cochranton good starting field position here to start this drive. That ball must have come off the side of his foot or something. It rolled into the Mercer bench.
Okay.
Yeah, last time he made a good kick all the way to the end zone. This time he said it goes out of bounds. Yeah. So, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Great field position. But they got their backs to the wall.
Long ball they had was from Bernarding to Lawson for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And they'll go back into the shotgun. 2 backs each side of the quarterback. Bernarding. Quick handoff this time and running the right side, 40, 45, midfield, and still on his feet, and finally brought down Jacob Cummings as he is stopped in about the 50-yard line, and a first down for Cochranton. Nice move there by the back, who is the up man in that I formation.
What a way to get through the line, turn it on, too. I mean, he had a good block over there.
Bernarding once again talks to his coach and runs back into the huddle.
Ball placed up at the 49.
Only about 32 players on this Cochranton ball club. Almost twice as many. Mercer, there's a fumble on the snap. Bernarding trying to get around the corner. He wants to go out of bounds, changes his field. He's going to be down for a big loss. Wow, down goes Cole Bernarding, clear back to the Cardinal 45-yard line. There goes a flag.
There goes a flag down for something.
Coach of the Cardinals, Murray, really protesting that call.
His case out here on something.
Oh, no doubt about it. Officials are getting together now. It's going against Cochranton. Number 7, he just threw his hands in the arms for Cochranton.
Grounding.
And that's a loss of down also, Gary.
Whoa. He's already back at the 40.
Stephen G., what about that?
He lost.
Guys, the problem is really he didn't sell it well enough. There was a wide receiver down here. He spun around and tried to boot back out again. If he would have thrown it away then, he'd have been all right. But he had 2 guys hanging off of him. Unfortunately, it was pretty obvious. He was just whipping that thing. And, you know, as a veteran quarterback, sometimes you got to know better. If he throws it away before he makes the turnaround, the U-turn there, he's in good shape. But unfortunately, that was pretty obvious. He was just trying to get rid of that one.
Second down and about 1 million to go for Bernarding. Sideline right, unloads it and caught across the way. I think that's Slauson. It is. And he's almost back to the first down marker, and I think they're going to give him down to the original line of scrimmage, which is just inside midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's 3rd and about 10 to go.
Well, they managed to get back up just about to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they got the loss back.
Yeah, that was quite a bit. Had about 6 on the sack and then the other 5-yard penalty.
Will be 3rd and 10. A nice catch by Slauson.
And they needed one more of these nice catches to get a first down.
Lawn, along with Slauson wide right, trips to the near side of the field, so 5 wideouts. Bernarding, the lone back. Back, steps up in the pocket, looking, he's in trouble, breaks out of it, looking, air it out there deep, and he's got a man, and it's intercepted by Mercer. It is picked off by the Mercer Mustangs. That's picked off by Pervitti, who's had a good game down here tonight, Stephen G.
He has, and you know, that's the cardinal rule, that when you're running across the field, you don't throw back to the middle of the field. If he leads that receiver into the corner, that could very well be a touchdown. Instead, he tried to throw back to the middle of the field. That's where the cavalry is. That's where Mercer picks off the ball. I was just about to say, if I'm coach, I put this ball in Bernarding's hands. Put him out on those boots, give him the run-pass option. But right there, the young man made a bad decision, booting back across the body, throwing across back into the middle of the field. Mercer, now the only good thing is he caught this ball down about the 2, and that's where Mercer's going to have to start.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Actually, that ball's out at about the 6-yard line. Breaking off a tackle, Bright spinning and turning. He'll have the ball up over the 15-yard line, and he is going to be stopped at just about the 16, 17-yard line, which is just about a yard short of a first down.
That good run right there, right off the right tackle. Offensive line doing a great job.
2nd and 1. Once again, a big first down play for Mercer, making it 2nd and very short. 8:55 to go in this one. Mustangs up 21-6. Here they come back to the line of scrimmage. Pervitti this time sent out wide right. Chervetz wing to the near side of the field in that tee, putting his head down, diving's Bright again. No, that is number 4 carrying the pigskin, and that is Anel, and he'll take the ball just about to the 20-yard line. Good enough, a first down for Mercer. Well, the big thing for the Mustangs now, a big sustained drive, takes a lot of time off of the clock when the Cardinals are down here 21-6.
Ball placed right on about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. You're right, Chuck. Just a matter of going downfield, eating up the clock.
Hettrick's under center. Wing T right. Pitches that ball, double handoff. Shivets got it.
Got it.
Gonna have another first down.
First down.
35, out close to the 40-yard line, and another first down for the Mercer Mustangs. And yes, indeed, I think Stephen G. Cardinals defense look very tired.
They do, and number 1 there saves a touchdown. If he doesn't make an open field tackle, this game's probably over. He makes the tackle, saves it, gives his defense another chance. But we talked about Shevitz. Shevitz is building steam. He's going downhill now for this Mercer Mustang team.
And the player he was talking about with a big save was John Gallo, Stephen J. Here we go. Another first down for the Mustangs. 1st and 10. Man in motion, and he's going to get it. Shevets has got it again, trying to get around the left corner, but they wrap him up, bring him down. He picked up maybe a couple yards, maybe just short of, yep, now they're going to move him up.
Got up to about the 40, it looks like.
So that's going to be a good 2.5-yard pickup on first down.
Ball placed right at the 40.
Clock continues to run now. That comes a big factor if you're a Cardinal fan. 7.5 to go, down 21-6. Wing T left, wide receiver to the right. Hettrick's on the pitch to Shevitz again. Cuts it to the inside, 45, midfield, falls forward. Another first down, Mustangs.
Another save by Gallo right there to bring him down at the 50-yard line.
No doubt about it now, that Cardinal defense is worn down. They've been on the field way too much in this second half, Stephen G.
They have indeed, and what you're also seeing is you're seeing
timeout, Cochran.
Mercer offense taking over here. this offensive line, even though they don't have a lot of size, they're really pushing around this Cochranton defensive line right now. And it's like you said, guys, this defense has been on the field a lot here in the second half with these long, sustained drives. First game of the year, wind may not be up yet, for these guys. Really a gut check time here for the Cochranton Cardinals defense.
Yeah, Stephen, and we've seen in small schools, you go both sides of the ball, and they got to be worn out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, sometimes you're just overmatched size-wise. In a small school, you don't have 5 300-pounders or 5 280-pounders. A lot of times you're playing against a guy that's bigger than you, and you get tired that much sooner. And unfortunately, we're seeing that now. What I'm really interested to see is I would like to see Cochranton stop him here. I want to see how Bernarding responds. He was starting to build confidence, and that was obvious. You could start to see his throws, his confidence getting out of the pocket. I'm interested to see if he can recover from that interception, guys.
Okay, we will find out if the Cardinals get that ball back. But right now, the Mustangs taking a lot of time off of the clock and another good sustained drive.
Well, you're up 21-6. You got 7:13 on the clock, so you want to wear that clock down.
They're doing a good job of it.
And look at this. They're already at midfield.
Purvett comes to the near side of the field. That's the right side of the offense. Tight end to the left side in the wing T right. Bright is the wingman, but right straight up the gut she goes. They're going with the power football against that tired defense. Up the middle she goes to number 4, Wynell, and he'll have the ball down inside midfield and down to the 47-yard line of Cochranton.
Well, you run plays like that, you pick up 3-4 yards every crack. You're eating up the clock.
Absolutely.
So it's a win-win.
Bring in the play now, Ryan Moore. And he'll be wide left. A double wing, one lone back, quarterback under center. Hettricks, man in motion, Chavets. He sticks in his gut, does the quarterback, and here he goes on his way. Short of a first down, tripped up, down he goes, about the 43-yard line. Continuing to bang into that defense, continuing to wear it down.
Long, it is third down.
One long in there, one of the tacklers for the Redbirds. And they'll face a 3rd down and 4, will the Mustangs, coming up on halfway through the 4th quarter, up by 15. Purvett checks in, wing right, or I should say split left. In the double wing. Bright goes in motion, gets the pitch and double hand off to Chavets. Chavets left side gets very little. I don't know if he got a yard or not, trying to trick that Cardinal defense, but he got nailed. He's brought well down to the first down. They'll spot the ball bite back. 4th down coming up, back at about the original line of scrimmage. Well, we've seen them make these 4th down plays. I don't know how many times tonight that they have converted on a lot of 4th down plays. See if they can do it one more time. 5:10 to go in the ball game. Clock against the Cardinals right now. Wing T right. Hettricks. Gonna pitch that ball back. Bright's going right tackle, dives inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. There's another first down for the Mustangs.
Ball carrier who's brought down by.
Well, the drive continues, Stephen J.
It does indeed. In that offensive line we talk about, they've tightened down the formation. I mean, there's not much question on what exactly is coming here as we have a quick official timeout, as it appears they may have broken the chains. I was down here laughing about Riley Smoot. We see Riley Smoot quite a bit. He is a Mercer County official, big gentleman. He is actually a teacher at Farrell with my tag team partner, Carl Rupert. But things were getting a little chippy, and, you see most guys are like, hey, guys, calm down. Riley Smoot grabs them, pulls them away, and says, yep, I understand. But Riley Smoot not afraid to get in there and separate these guys when they start getting a little chippy.
Well, I thought they had a first down, Stephen G., but they're going to have a measurement, and indeed they do have a first down. Stephen G., what happened to Greenville last night?
You know what? They're just a very young team. Way too many mistakes. And to be fair, Marks Brooks has that program at Northwestern really turning in the right direction. They made very few mistakes up there. But Greenville, 3 starters back on each side of the ball. Brady Gentili, the only specialist who returned, and he had 21 carries for 155 yards. So it's not like he had a bad day, but the question mark is going to be on that defense for the Greenville Trojans.
Okay, the update from Stephen G. calls a play-by-play on 92.7, 940 WGRP. Here we go. Screen out there on their left side. Caught and drop. Boy, they didn't surprise the Cardinals at all. Slosson's over there. Also, Long is over there. They nail him and bring him down.
Finally read that one.
So they'll lose about 4, second down and 14. 4:18 to go.
Caught the pass and got drilled. Knocked him back.
Want to remind you you're listening to WMVL, Linesville, Meadville. We're about 45 minutes ahead of what we did last night up in Conneaut. I think that game got on over close to 10 o'clock.
I think it was after 10 when we pulled out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Well after 10.
So this sustained drive continues. They've already taken off 5 or 6 minutes off of the clock.
That's what you
here on this drive.
It's just good football.
Another timeout's going to be called on the field. We're going to take a timeout on call. Mercer with the timeout. The score with 3:45 to go. Mercer 21, Cochran 6. We're right back here, and let's go back down to Stephen G. on the sidelines. Our reporter tonight on Cool as he has an open night, not doing Greenville, but down here tonight in Cochran. Stephen G.
Yeah, I'm always glad to be on the sidelines. We do have, as you guys noted, one bit of sad news. Senator John McCain passed away today. The U.S. congressman who, of course, as we're talking about heroes, had been a Vietnam prisoner of war for 5 years. I know just recently he had decided to forego any further chemotherapy for brain surgery. So rest in peace to Senator John McCain today.
Okay, the Mustangs trying to wrap this one up. Rolling to the left. Hendricks got a rush. He breaks off a tackle. He is on his feet inside the 40-yard line and down close to the 36, 37-yard line.
Number 14, Dylan Hector.
So it will bring up about a 3rd down and 9.
Looks like Long's getting up awful slow over on the far side.
Well, he did that earlier tonight, come off the field for a play or two.
Well,
then was right back in, but he's hobbling off now.
Miller in to replace him.
First game of the season for Long has not been a good one as far as coming out with injuries. 3:25 to go.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Boy, and teams in Crawford County have not done good the opening week.
No, it doesn't look
Conneaut
that way.
losing, Sagertown losing, Cambridge Springs losing. Maplewood's the only survivor.
Meadville lost to Mercer-Cochranton Prep.
Yep, the Meadville Bulldogs down by Mercer-Cochranton Prep 33-18. Well, we'll see what we can do in week number 2, Gary. We'll be out with Meadville at Conneaut. Next week should be a good one.
Unfortunately, I gotta miss that.
On the pitch to Bright. Bright changing, goes back up against the grain, breaks off some tackles off another first down. He is now inside the 35, inside the 30, and he will be stopped at just about the 25-yard line. I'll tell you, Stephen G., just eating up the clock on this drive.
Yeah, this is the game plan right here. You get yourself a nice lead, and then you let your offensive line get downhill, take over. As I said, they're not doing anything fancy now. They're setting up in that either double wing or wing T formation, giving the ball to Shevitz and a couple of those other guys. Cochranton just too worn out to stop them.
That was 3 missed tackles right there. They could have had him for a lot. Now you got it 1st and 10.
2.5 to go, and this one will be over here on opening weekend.
Letting that clock run down. Good strategy.
Okay. Hendricks off to a new back in there, breaking off some tackles, and P.J. Boggs. He's been in there a few times tonight. He's did some good running, and right there, he is able to pick up some good yardage there. Looks like he'll have the ball inside the 20-yard line, and that gain is going to be good for about 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
Look at this, Chuck. Every time they get the ball, you're getting 3, 5, 6 yards of carry.
Makes it a lot easier in 2nd and 3rd down.
Take that all night long. Clock winding down under 2 minutes already.
The lone Cochranton touchdown tonight was a nice pass from Bernardi to Slauson. Hendricks going to take as much time as he can. The arm goes up, 5 seconds to get the ball off. The snap, Shevitz got it, bounces off of the line. Thought they had him jammed up, and he's able to get a couple yards out of that, Gary.
I see who was that over there. I thought he had him, but he got away from him.
Number 2, Brian Titz.
Spencer, no, that's not Kenny. That's Hostetler.
71 comes in for the Cochran Cardinals. Justin Adams, 5'8", 235 pounds. He's a senior.
Yeah, he's one of the captains of the team.
Couple more snaps, and this one should be over from Cochranton tonight on opening night down here on a beautiful night. No rain. Temperatures up there probably still in the 60s yet, about maybe 65. As the Mustangs have come into Cochranton tonight and knocked them off. Right now we have exactly 60 seconds to go. Here goes a running right
Boggs
side,
again.
and Boggs will be stopped right about at the 15-yard line. That's close to yet another first down.
Another first down. I got him for 12 here in the second half, Chuck.
Okay.
They had 2 in the first half.
Moving up the sticks, a little slow over there moving the chains.
Remind everybody once again, playback Tuesday, 7:30 on Armstrong Cable.
53 seconds to go. They start winding the clock. The Mustangs have opened up the season on an impressive note. Meanwhile, for the Cochran Cardinals, they moved the ball in the first 3 or 4 series, but after that, they've been stymied except for that one touchdown pass. Hendricks under center. Long count, taking as much time as he can. Sends a man in motion. That's Shevitz. He's got it. He's running to his left. He's in a little trouble. He'll go down for a loss on the play.
Thought they were going to have a halfback pass like he was going to go back and pass
running that option.
Yeah. But he didn't throw it, though. Ended up eating the ball.
18 seconds to go, and that's going to be your ball game out here tonight. Listen to those Mercer fans across the way.
Last play of the game right there.
In the opening night of the season for the Cardinals, they will lose one. Let's set it down to the sideline, get some comments. Stephen G.
Well, it was a tale of two halves, as we talked about. Even though Mercer came out of the first half up, they certainly picked their game up. We talked about Shevitz, probably our player of the game. The difference between the first half to the second half with him, he just kind of took over. Well, you got to give credit to that Mercer offensive line, too. They took over. You know, you hate to see Cochranton lose, but a big win for this Mercer program. They've really been down in numbers. They've talked about getting rid of their program a couple of times. You know, a big win for them. Cochranton, I don't think they're far off. They had some mistakes that killed them early on here, but talent-wise, I don't think they're far off. I'm interested to see how they do as they get into the season here.
Okay, thank you for the comments. Stephen G's been on the field all night long with interviews, and we'll get back to him shortly. Big Gear.
Well, I tell you what, once again, a good effort by Cochran when it started out, but I tell you what, second half, all Mustangs.
Yes, it definitely was. Chuck Stopp, along with Stephen G. Fulmore, Gary Patton. Hope you've enjoyed the game here on Armstrong tonight. It has been one of those games where the Cardinals look good at times, then not as good, but Mercer come back strong in the second half. Good defense, wore down the Cochran defense. So the Cardinals lose it here tonight to the Mustangs, 21-6, and we want to say thank you for joining us on Armstrong, and we thank Kevin on the camera. Good night to our listeners on Armstrong.